they thought I was going to open the gate for them. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Haven't decided yet. But I have decided I'm going to spray this today. Spray my garden for weeds. Yeah. Yeah, gotta do something with it. I can't plant lemongrass that I have in the house until I get those weeds under control. And I don't feel like pulling them out, so I'm gonna, or hoeing them out, so I'm going to spray them. And then I'll plant the lemongrass. A little cloudy today, but I think the sun's gonna come out stronger later today. I hear a beeping sound. It's like the alarm on a car. Beep, 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 beep. Way in the distance. Way over that way. Somebody's car alarm must have went off. I guess they didn't hear it. Well, yeah. Let's get this day started and get something done. Hard to tell where that beeping sound's coming from. Somewhere to this, somewhere there or over there. I'm not sure. Sounds keeps bouncing off stuff. I made a mistake and left my sprayer in a tub over there on that trailer, and it rained, and now all my straps are going to be wet. I gotta let them dry out. Yeah, I forgot all about that when it was raining. Yeah, that beeping sound is coming from that direction. I think coming from that house on top of the hill. After you go down to the bottom and up the hill to the right, there's a shed and a house combination. And I think that's where the sound's coming from. Somewhere over that way. Somewhere over there. Okay, let's pull that out of there. Fill it up with water and then add some weed killer. Actually, weed killer's over there. Maybe I'll do that first. Yeah, look at that. Jug's floating in there. There's water in there too, but that's not a problem. This one's, I got my straps and they got wet. Let me pull that out. Yeah, that's how much it rained. 3 gates. And these are the straps that got wet. Ones on top are damp, but they weren't soaking in the water like that one was. Since I got it over here, I think I'll just use that jug. Since I got them, I don't want to turn the hose on. And I'll put some weed killer in too. The sprayer's filled up, and I added some more weed killer. Okay, I'm gonna wait a while. I'm gonna let that straps dry out a little bit. Otherwise, I'll get wet when I put the back on. Yeah, I'd like for the sun to come out to make the spray work better. So I'll wait a little bit. Up there, somewhere. Guess I'll go ahead and open that gate so I don't have to do it with a backpack on. And they're still trying to eat those mulberries that fell on the ground on their side of the fence. There's a lot of it here too, so I may let them in here today after I spray the garden, because I have it closed off, I think. Or not, I don't know, I haven't decided. They got plenty to eat out there. I do have to spray. I think maybe I'll spray those Jimson weeds that are got the white blossoms on them out there. I'll spray them, and I might spray that whole ditch too. I'll spray that ditch. I should have been doing that a long time ago, but we'll see. Oh, bully, little red bull, he's in the water down there. I'm hearing some engines running over that way in the distance. Sounds like ATVs. Not sure. I hear something running over that way. I don't think it's on the road either. I think they're just driving their ATV or something around in the area where they cleared. I'm just guessing though. They're running something. Sounds like an ATV to me. Maybe they created an ATV trail to drive through. Maybe. That's none of my business, so. Okay. Oh, I just noticed that green truck there. Yeah, every once in a while I saw a big semi. I don't know if it's the same one or a different one. I don't remember the colors. But that was a deep green. He must either have business there or he's just there to visit. Yeah. There he just got out of his truck. I better go in. Maybe that's his job. Maybe he's a truck driver and he just brings the truck home every once in a while. Don't know. None of my business really. There's a sycamore. Yeah. I already told a story about this. When I first moved in here, before I had this carport thing on this side of the house, I had planted a big sycamore, and it grew big for years. I think it was like 10 years old or more, maybe 20 years old. 83, and I think it was in the 2000s that I cut it down. Not sure. Anyway, because it had grown up real big, because they grow fast. And this one here is only a couple years old, maybe 2 or 3. I can't remember when I first started it, or it started to grow. Anyway, I said there was a big sycamore here. I cut it down because during a storm, part of a branch fell onto the end of the house there, the eave above the poked a hole in the roof, and I fixed it and I cut the rest of the tree down. It was a big one. I burnt it up. And then just a few years ago, in the same spot where the old tree used to be, I mean, it must have been at least 20 years or more since the old one died or was cut down. And this sycamore started to grow. Yeah, and it's only a few years old. Yeah, and I'll probably wind up cutting it down too, because as it gets bigger and bigger, there'll be more of a threat during a storm for it to break off, because they're not very strong. Yeah, they're not very strong in a storm. Anyway, but I'll enjoy it while it's here until they decide to cut it down, because I'm sure eventually they'll damage my house. The sun's trying to come out. I'll come back later and do some spraying in the garden. I guess I'll go back in and get some better clothes on. Oh, that beeping sound stopped. I guess they must have turned the alarm off. Temperature's warm enough. It's a little windy. I think I can work around that. I want to get some spraying done today. Let's load that thing up and spray the garden. Oh, this backpack sprayer is heavy. I'm not used to carrying this much weight. Okay, that's where I'm headed. To the garden. I don't get done with the spraying the garden. I'm gonna go down, walk down there, spray some Jimson weeds, and I'm gonna spray all that. The weeds are on both sides of that ditch to start with, and then I'll look for other places I can spray. Wish it wasn't that windy this morning, but everything was wet. Yeah, I just have to control the spray. Let's see what I can spray just around the garden area. I'll try to bypass the only thing that I want to keep is the asparagus. I got 4 tall stalks, but it looks like I got some short ones coming back up too. I'll try to avoid those. Go ahead and spray it. Let's see. I gotta make sure the spray goes away from me. And I sprayed this box there. So far, I sprayed all this. But I started spraying around here. Well, actually, I sprayed it around here. I'm going to start on this end. Until I saw that. Look at that. There's a snake in there. There's 2 snakes in there. Maybe they're breeding. These 2 snakes are all wrapped together. Yeah, I think they're breeding. One snake is bigger than the other. Yeah, it's got one snake. The big one is like a brown color. I think they're both mortar moccasins. Yeah, I'm not sure which is which. The one's twitching. So I don't know what's going on there. Is one eating the other one? Oh, I see the head. I see the head of one. I see the head of the bigger snake right there. And I see the 2 tails are wrapped together. The 2 tails are wrapped together. I've never seen this before. I'm gonna see if I can get a better look. And I'll get there's both heads. Oh, another. That one's really alert. It's fast too. Oh, there's it. There you go. Look at it. Be careful where I walk now. I'll spray it. Okay, I gotta continue spraying. Okay, it went that way. I gotta be careful where I walk. Okay, segment's over. Let's spray this now. I got the wind behind me at my back, so I'll start up there and work my way back. I'll walk up here and spray that way. Keep the wind behind me, and so the spray. Oh, now the wind's blowing different directions now. It's whipping around different directions. That snake's still there. That's the smaller one. I don't know what was happening there, but I guess they were breeding. Okay, garden sprayed. Let's move on to something else. Okay, I'm going to go through this gate. Walk down the hill and start spraying way over there. Garden sprayed. It'll be about a week before I see any signs of anything dying. But it's sprayed. I also see some 1, 2, 3 thistles here. I guess I'll spray them and any others that I see. I don't like thistle. I sprayed this fence since I was coming down this way anyway. All the way up to the other corner up there. Yeah, well, I need to spray the whole fence one of these days, but not today, I don't think. Yeah. I need to pump up my tires on my ATV for that, because I'm not walking around the whole thing. Alright. Okay, I'm headed over there now. Spray those Jimson weeds, and then I'll spray the whole ditch. From that end all the way down to there, at least down to there. Okay, let's go. I've been busy. This log here, branch, it came off that tree up there, and I drug it down here with the ATV, and it was the top part of this tree or branch. It was up there, but over time they've been rubbing on it. They wound up rubbing it and pushing it all the way down to here. But I can see they still rub on it though, so it still serves a purpose. Yeah. I think I don't need to spray nothing here yet. I think when I get to the top pasture, the big pasture, I'll disc this up. I'll probably disc that up too, but I'm still going to spray the Jimson weed because I don't know how long it's going to be before I can get that disc hooked up and bring it back here. Probably after I get the hay baled. That's more important. Here's the muddy pond. At least the cattle can still drink it and cool their feet off. But since I'm down here, if I see any ironweeds, I'm going to spray them too. Lots of clover. Yeah, lots of white clover here. I don't see no ironweeds here. I think last year, oh, there's some over there. I can see some dark green ones over there. I'll get them as I work my way down from up there down to there. Yeah. I don't know if I sprayed these last year or not, the ironweeds. I know I mowed them. I mowed this with the lawnmower, I believe. Yeah. It was later in the summer when I did that. But like I said, I'll spray what I need to spray when I find it. Let's head over there now. I know there's some ironweeds over on that side. And maybe some more over there. I'll get to them later. Oh, there's one. Two. There's two ironweeds right there. A double one and a single one. Oh, and I can see Jimson weeds, and I can see a nice big thistle over there too. Cows are resting. Yeah, it's not so bad. There's another ironweed. Yeah, not too many, but I'll get them as I see them. Yeah, a lot of ironweeds up there on this berg. I'll get to them later. I'm gonna head down there. Yeah, there's a couple of thistles, but mostly ironweeds. Gypsum weed. I'll take care of these first, and then I'll head on down that way, and I'll spray on my way back. Oh, there's a bunch of gypsum weeds. I sprayed them. So they're even forming seed pods already, and spiky things on top. That's a thistle. It's not blooming yet, so I got it in time. There's another big one over that way. I'll get that on my way back. But I'm going to be spraying both sides of that ditch and up here. The gypsum weed with 3 seed pods on it, forming. The one in the middle is the biggest. Yeah, there. They're not pleasant to handle. Oh boy, backpack is heavy. Where's the other one at? Oh, right behind the white bull. That's the one I let out of the barn the other day. She's back to eating grass again. I think she's happy to be out of the barn. It's still windy. You can see the trees and the grass. This tree ain't quite dead, but it's dead on top mostly. There's still a few leaves left on it. I'm headed down that way, but I gotta get these. Look at all these. I sprayed from here down. I sprayed that first. Now I gotta spray all these thistles. Ooh, so many. I'm glad I came down here. I didn't realize there was that many. There's more over there. And I'm sure there's some more down that end. Okay. And then I gotta spray this ditch too, as much as I can. Okay, let's finish these off. I'm on the northeast corner. I sprayed all the thistles and gypsum weeds in that area. Now I got to work on these on both sides of this ditch. This ain't so bad here because it's in the shade. Cattle can't go back here though. So I'm going to spray what I can from this side of the fence. I get that thistle for sure so I don't go to seed. And then I'm going to walk along. I don't know. It's too hard to walk along this ridge. It's too uneven. I'm going to walk along this side. Yeah. I'd walk along that side, which I might do anyway, but I might run out of spray. But I may have to come back with another tank, sprayer full, because I can't spray over here from the outside because the wind's against me. Okay, let's do some more spraying. Well, I went ahead and walked on this ridge here anyway, since the wind was blowing that way. That way I could get the wind to blow the spray all the way across. Worked out pretty good. But I still got a lot left to do, and I think my tank's getting low. Where'd the cattle go? Where'd they go? Oh, they're in the, I see the white bull, they're in the water. They're in the pond. I still got all this to do. At least if I can get down to that where last dead tree is, because I won't have so far to walk back with another sprayer tank. The wind's kind of with me and against me at the same time. So let's keep going. Made it all the way to the crossing and a little bit beyond when I ran out of spray. So I guess that's enough spraying down here. I'll have to mix it out in the batch if I want to come back. Well, I got the most important part done. I got the garden done, and I got this ditch all the way around to the northeast corner. And also here up to that tree. So I'm satisfied. One of these days I'll may have to buy some more weed killer. I'm running low. I think I got enough for one more tank full. I got something else I want to work on now since I got this part done. Yeah, I didn't spray nothing, but eventually I'm going to spray the whole fence around this small pasture. But when I do that, I'm going to use the ATV to help me instead of walking all the way. Okay, I guess I'm going to walk up this way and along there. Yeah, I'll walk up along this way. They got somewhat of a path there. Not very distinct, but it's there. You get to the top there. That's where I started spraying up there. Then I worked my way down the fence, and then down through here. That's enough for today on spraying. And the rest. Felt a little faint coming up this hill. Everything sprayed on that ditch and those Jimson weeds and thistles. And I'm headed up there. On my way out. I made it to the top. I sprayed a big tree all the way down this ditch out to there, and I sprayed those weeds there. Got all cooling off. That one, she always lays down in the mud. I'm afraid one of these days she's going to lay down and not be able to get her legs out of the mud to get back up. But hopefully she'll be okay. Okay, I'm headed out that way. Okay, I think I'm going to head out to the big pasture and do some digging now. I've done enough spraying for one day. The garden and the weeds in that ditch. Oh, before I head out to the big pasture, I guess I'll go ahead and open that gate. I have to leave this gate open here so I can keep the garden locked out of the cattle. Yeah. They're going to eat some of them elderberries. I keep calling them elderberries. Mulberries on that small tree over there, but nothing I can do about that. I just want them in here. And I'm sure they're eager to come in too. Okay, let's open that gate. Okay, gate's open. I'm running out of steam here. The humidity's getting to me. It's hot today. Humid from the rain yesterday. That's in the around 80. See what happens when I call them. Oh, cows. Oh, I got your attention. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, cows. Come on, bully. Come on, bully. Oh, that's deep. That much deep. Okay, get up. I'm afraid she won't be able to get up. But she likes to lay down in the mud. Come on. Come and get it. That's your new pasture. Well, it ain't new, but it's open. I got the gate open for you. Come and get it. What do you think, little bully, little red? Are you gonna come too? Yeah. Yeah. They were enjoying the water. Yeah. Well, they can go soak in the other pond if they want to. The pond on top. Come on. Come on through. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this. Look how deep the mud was on his legs. Up to his knees and ankle. Is that called ankle, or what's that in the back? The front is the knee, but what's the one in the, what's the elbow? I don't know what you would call it. Yeah, they go right to eating the clover. See that? That's what they like, the clover. There's some onions in there too, but look, she passed up that little bit of grass because she wants the clover. First thing she wants is the clover. And this is the time of year the clover grows good. Yeah, I got some thistles and ironweeds in here, and my sprayer's empty. Yeah. Come on, Red. Come on. Let's go. Oh, stop scratching on that post. I put those two posts there so, because I saw the white bull jumping over that log to get up here, so I put that and put a fence across so to stop him from doing that. Keep going, boy. That bird at his foot. What you looking for, bird? Bug? Yeah, I got other things to do, cows and bully. Yeah, I thought that heifer was going to be fighting with him more, but I think he put on some weight, and now she can't push him around like she used to when he first got here. And when did I bring him here? I think it was in the spring. It's still spring. What are we talking about? I can't remember. I think it was March when I brought him here, along with that one. Munch away, girls and boys. Okay, I gotta go back and take off this backpack, sprayer backpack. Hey, boy. Enjoy the clover. Nice to see him munching away. Look at all the white clover. Ah, I'm lightheaded now. Ah. Because of the heat and humidity, I kind of gotta get acclimated to that. Hasn't very been very warm this spring. It's warming up today though. But there's a nice breeze, so that's good. I think it's the humidity more than anything else. There's all this walking around and spraying. Ain't helping. Carrying this heavy backpack. It's empty now, but it still feels heavy. Okay, I gotta go. I'm really lightheaded. Never did put that ring around that other pear tree, but I think they got enough to eat there. They don't have to go near it. I got the apple tree on the right. I got that surrounded or blocked, fenced, and I got the pear tree on down the bottom and on the left. I got that fenced. I just got to put a fence. The fence is there. I just got to install it. Get a circle around it. Okay, let's put the sprayer away and be ready to go out to the big pasture. I guess the gate's closed. next batch of spray I mix, I'm going to spray this fence here. And along here too, and around the pond, the fence around the pond, and around that little pasture there. Yeah, see how far it goes. And after I pump up the tires on the ATV, I'll spray what I can in the bottom, the perimeter fence out there. Okay. And I think I only got one more, enough weed killer for one more sprayer full, which I dumped off over there. I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to take the truck out to the big pasture and do some digging out there at the corral. Yeah. Hope it ain't too hot to dig. But there's no wind. It's hot. I guess it could be hotter if there were no clouds and no wind. It'd be cold. It'd be a lot hotter. I guess it's good for the hay, for growing hay, I guess, and grass too. Hey, swallow, don't hit me. Anyway, I gotta go clean up a little bit. I'm all itchy. I'm working in the weeds, and then I'm gonna head out to the big pasture and at least do a little digging. As long as I got enough energy. Warmed up a little bit. It didn't take them long. She found the mulberry tree, was eating the she's eating the leaves and berries off of that. What's hanging over the fence? Which reminds me, I hooked the garden fence when I was spraying. I gotta hook it back up. I forgot. But am I in your way? The cow that I knocked let her out of the barn the other day. She found the baler, or scratching. That's what they scratch on. Pretty warm. Yeah. I guess you could say this is a taste of summer, except this is considered spring weather. Not even hot, only low 80s. It's making me sweat. Little Red Bull, he's going to come up. Oh, you heard me talking about you, huh? Okay. She wants some of them berries. They don't stick over the fence like they do on that side, they do like over here. Okay, watch her. She's gonna eat them. Shake all the berries off too while she's doing it. Yeah. I knew they'd find it. So they always do. Oh yeah, that breeze feels good. What do you think about that little red? The other two, well, they're almost, one's in the water, I think. The other one's standing up on top. I guess they're going to go in the water too. And look who came up. I won't be pushing him around. Okay. I gotta get cleaned up. I'm all sweaty and dirty. And that spray was blowing back on me. I don't like it. I want to get it off of me. Mockingbird somewhere. I can hear it. Oh, I think it's in this tree. Little chatterbox there. Okay. Clean up, rest a little bit. And then I'm going to head out to the big pasture. See what I can do out there. Yeah, I'll pump these tires up one of these days. Tires don't last. They don't stay pumped up as long as they used to. Yeah. I guess it's going to force me to get them fixed one of these days or just get new tires. I don't know what I should do. Well, it's almost 3 p.m. And I'm going to drive out to the big pasture and see what I can do out there. Got a few hours left of daylight. Okay, let's head out to the big pasture just see if I can do something out there. Or just look around. Either way, it gives me something to do. Yeah, one of these days I need to break out the lawnmower, get it going. At least mow the grass next to the fence, if nothing else. Yeah, that mulberry has berries on it. I need to plant more I call them elderberries. Mulberries. Yeah, I can see the weeds dying now along the fence line and also out. But I can also see some weeds that I must have missed. I can see them, they're still green. I'll have to go through there again sometime and hit the ones, spray the ones I missed. First I gotta unhook a fence. Yeah, I can see a few plants that aren't dying yet out there. Yeah, it's hard to get them all just by walking through there. But I'll get them. They'll stand out now. I was going to do some digging at the corral. I've been thinking I want to see if I can move this gate without buying a new post. We'll see. We'll see. come prepared. I was going to dig some dirt out at the corral. But I decided to try to pull this post out. I think it's a good post. I think I just replaced it not too long ago. Because I guess I forgot what I did when I put it in. But there's rock around it. There's rock. And it's hard to dig the rock out. Very hard. I had to stop and rest. I took the gate off first. Moved it down that's about where it's going to be, except it's going to be standing up. And I'm going to reuse the same post with the same hinge pins. But first I got to get it out of the hole. Like I said, I put that in pretty good with the rock around it instead of dirt. At least it ain't too. It's a little bit cloudy. Sun comes out sometimes, and then it really gets hot. But right now it's cooled off, so I got to take a break while it's cooling off. Let the cool air dry my sweat. And I also brought a 16-foot cow panel right down in the middle here. Instead of putting an electric fence from where this post is currently, after I remove it, I'm going to tie a cow panel, a 16-footer, to the existing fence and extend it out to where the new post is going to go, up there, but on this side of that blue gate. Oh, the wind, now the sun's out again. And then also got a 11-foot panel on the left, where I'm going to put a T-post on the left side of that panel, on the left side, where that rock is, and then somewhere near the end of this log, or past the end of that log up there, I'm going to put another wood post, a smaller one. I might even use the one that's standing up there tall. On the right. I don't even know why I put that one in there. I can't remember why I put that in there. I sort of remember doing it, but I think I did that last fall. So I remember running over the gate with the truck tires to straighten it out because it was all bent up on the end. You know, I flattened some of the pipes, but it still works. I just don't remember exactly. It's obvious that I put rock in the bottom of the hole or around the post, but now it's a lot harder. I didn't think I was ever going to move it, but I guess I got ahead of myself because now I'm moving it. Or trying to move it. I gotta do some more digging. Let's get a closer look. That fence is on. I come up here to disconnect it, so this fence here, going down to the gate, it'll be off. I'm gonna have to go back to the house to get a post driver and wire and other things too. Anyway, these posts have been laying there for I don't know how long. I'm not even sure where they came from. This is one of them here. I think another one is down there, the taller one. This here is just a gate stop to hold this gate open. When this gate is closed, this one here swings around and closes it. I can tie it to this post here. I'm going to take that bigger post, that one, I'm going to drag that down there. I'm going to use it right down there. Oh, it's hot and I'm sweating, but I feel better. When the breeze blows like this, oh yeah, that kettle down by the water hole, by the bridge. I saw him go down there. Okay, I better get back to work down there. I have a lot of rock to dig out of that hole by the post. Okay, that post is going to go in there somewhere, but that'll be like the last thing I do. That and that panel there. That panel is going to go across that way, and then that fence is going to get moved up to the end of the panel. I'll put a couple T-posts from here to there, and all this is coming out. And here's the other panel. This one's a 16-footer, and it's going to go in here, from here to the gate. There's already a couple T-posts in here. That's the mess I made. Well, I guess you could say I did a pretty good job of securing that post in it, because it's pretty tight. Even with half of it dug out, or not even half. I can barely wiggle it. I don't know if that rock goes all the way down or not. Probably does. But I got to go back to the house and get something to better to dig with. I've been using a postal digger and that shovel, but it's hard to dig. And I need some buckets to put that in. Yeah. So I'm going to go drive back down to the house. And I need a post driver too for these. For any post that I got to move over here. Man, I sure did did a pretty good job putting it in there, but now it's going to be a harder job to get it out. Probably I didn't expect to be moving it. That's probably why I made it so secure. Oh well, do what I got to do. Well, you can see all the weeds I sprayed down there. I missed a few, but not too many. I can follow up with those later. Right now I'm working on something else. I think I can drive over that panel. I hope there's nothing sharp on it. Since I'm here, this is the work I did the other day. But I was going to work on this today, but I changed my mind. I decided to work on the gate instead. Yeah, I got to dig out all that dirt with the wheelbarrow. But I'll pick a different day for doing that. There's no hurry. It's not like I'm going to be needing the corral anytime soon. But I'll be needing this gate when we haul bales. Well, not really. For when we haul bales. I'm going to straddle that wire. Yeah, it took a lot of effort to spray those weeds, but it's paying off. At least they're dying. Oh, look at all the cattle. Just as I expected, the white cow doesn't seem like she needs to be cooled off as much. Hey, white cow. Look at it swing around you. Oh. Looks like they're starting to come out now. And I'm headed to the house. Oh, the windshield got dusty. I think I got what I needed. What I need to do is dig out the rock enough around that post to pull the post out. And then dig another hole and reset the post where I want it. Of course, that's easier said than done. Yeah, the grass is growing pretty good out here. A couple more weeks and sometime in June, whenever we get ready to haul bales after the hay is baled, I'll let them back in there so I can keep these gates open for hauling bales. It's a pain closing this gate every time, but I have to. Sure did warm up today. Must be around 85. There must be something to eat out there. They're eating it. Oh, we're getting shade now. Slow, but sure. It's around 4:30. But I'll still be working in the sun. Let's go back to work. I filled one bucket up with the rock that I had dug out before I went back to the house. And I dug some more rock after I came back. And I poured some water around the post. There's still plenty of rock in there. But I'm going to try to lever that thing up if I can. If the rock's too tight, I'll just have to keep digging the rock out. Yeah, let's see if I can budge it upward. It's 5 p.m. already and the shade's almost over me. The post is still for where I'm going to dig. It's in the shade. I'm going to be digging a hole over there. I got that out as far as I could. I'm going to see if I can pull the rest out by hand. There can't be much more in the hole. See if I can pull it out. I got the post out. Cattle wander up here. They come up the back way. There they come. There's the yearling. 2 yearling heifers. February 18th of 25. April 25 of 25. And that was like April 6th of 25. Yeah. And the 2 smaller ones are the where's the other one? Oh, it's up there. The bull calf, the brown bull calf right there. That's from mama cow, January 15th, and the smaller one behind the bull is a heifer, right there. And that's from the brown cow. That was her first calf. and it was February 14th of 26. So 2 calves from this year. And the red cow, I estimated she had her calf sometime in the end of February, but I didn't notice it until I found the bones, skin and bones of the first week of March. Vultures had already gotten to it. I'm guessing it was a breech birth. Yeah, because I think she was. I noticed that she was laying down a lot more and having difficulty walking, but I didn't figure that she had the calf yet. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. Anyway, 3 calves were born and 2 survived. And 2 more cows have to have a calf yet. A darker one up there and the white cow. They've had their calf over a year ago. This calf belonged to that dark one, and the white cow's calf was born. They were both born in April. So I call it past due. Or they just got bred late. Either they didn't come in the heat soon enough, or the bull's having problems getting them bred back sooner. Oh well, at least I got a cool breeze and some shade now, so that's good. Oh, did I say I got the post out? Yeah, I got the post out. Pulled it out by hand after I used that lever, a big long 4x4. And I used the bolt, the hinge bolt on the bottom, as a lever, as a anchor point to lift it up. Took a little effort and a few tries, but I got it. Now I just got to dig another hole. But before I can dig a hole, I want to put this panel up because I want to see how far it's going to go. And at the end, that's where I'll put my post. I'm going to tie this panel to that T-post on the end there. Well, I got the post out and I'm ready to dig another hole for the same post. Yeah, I must have replaced that post. Must have been last year because I don't remember doing it this year. Last year. I think it was last year because I remember straightening the gate. I don't remember changing the post, but I remember straightening the gate. I'm not sure if I changed the post or not when I straightened the gate, but I know I straightened the gate. Anyway, I got the fence up, and I'm going to put that post right there. And I'll put the small post. I don't know what I'm going to do with that post yet. The small one. I don't think I need it over there. I'm going to tie that panel to the post on the back side, and the gate's hinge is going to be on this side, and the gate will open right where it is now. I have to get it adjusted just the right height so when I open it, it doesn't. Oh, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. On this one here, when I open it, it hit a high spot over there, so I just let it hit the high spot on. But on that post, I'm going to fix it so when I open it, I'll have that post at the other end as a gate stop. Yeah. Instead of let it ride on dirt, and I'll have another gate stop over here. So when the gate's closed, for me to change it to. Okay, well, nothing left to do but dig another hole, or dig a hole, not another hole, but a hole for the big post. I know it's not much of a change. I'm just moving the gate up about 16 feet. But I'm doing it so I want to eliminate all that wire in there and have a panel go from that post there over to a T-post because I want to move that T-post up here. And then there'll be a panel across there. Maybe a T-post or two in the middle. That'll be better than what I got down in that ditch. And I can salvage a few T-posts too. Then my gate will be hooked to that post when it's open. And to this post when it's, no, that post when it's closed, this post, the little post up here when it's open. The cow's path is still the same, more or less. Okay, now I gotta dig. Look what I found. That is a deer fly, I think, and they bite. It's gonna bite me. It's waiting. Up. Yeah. It usually bite me on my neck here. It moved to this hand. Yeah, they're a nuisance. Oh, he's ready to bite. Ah, ah, ah. He started to bite me. I could feel it. And that's what they do to my legs, to my neck. Of course, I got a old T-shirt on my neck, back of my neck, so they can't bite me there. But they can bite right through my T-shirt. I don't like them. Horseflies are worse, though. They're bigger, but I can always tell when they're around. They buzz you. Yeah, they're big. But I've been bitten by them before, too. 6 p.m. The sun will go down till 8, so I got a couple more hours, but I don't want to be out here all day. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm going to put rock at the bottom of the hole. The hole's about 32 inches or a little bit more. And this post was like 36 to there, but there's about 32. So I'm going to put it in about 32. First thing I'm going to do is put some rock at the bottom first. Then I'll use whatever rock is left over. That bucket and this bucket to put around the post like I had over there. I hope it don't come back to haunt me. Yeah. I dug a little hole at the very center. That rock will be a little deeper that way, any water that's around the post will settle down to underneath the post. At least that's the theory. Yeah, I don't know how much I got in there, but this is how much I got left. Okay. Let's put that thing in the hole. Cattle came back again. Probably on their way down to the pond by the bridge. Okay, I'm ready to put it in the hole. The hinges go on this side. Or maybe I should put it on an angle. Not that way all the way, and not this way all the way. Somewhere in between, right there. That way when it's closed, it'll be okay, and when it's open, that's okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm using that post there to push that panel back so it's out of my way when I put the post in. And when I was digging too. Okay. Let's put a post in. Luckily I got a level in the truck. Well, got the post in, and then I got the gate up. Looks like it's slanted a little bit. I think that's because the post is not as deep as it was before, but I did that on purpose. I'm going to be putting this post in right behind that gate. And I might even leave that block there to rest it on. Unless I nail a block of wood onto this one after it's in the ground. Same thing on that post over there. I got my place where I'm going to put the post. It's the post hole diggers right there. From this side, looks like I got to go more that way, so it's out of the way when we drive in. Yeah, I need to go back that farther. But that post should be in the right place, where the postal digger is. I already measured it. Yeah, I'm going to move that block of wood and the post up the hill a little bit. Let me do that first. Looks like the cattle are going back to the barn. I moved it back a little bit. I think that's better. It's more out of the way for driving up. Let me go ahead and close it to that where I'm going to put the another wood post over there, smaller one, that one up there. And I've got to put that post in too. But I want to do this one first. I think that'll work. Then I'll move this post somewhere here. I'm going to have this panel and the post is going to be here. And then it's going to go back. I don't think I need to move those, just leave them there. And then move that corner one, since it's got the insulators on it. Move that over to here. And I'll take the other ones that are, if they're still good. Oh, I don't have any insulators with me. Anyway, I put that post there. I just need like one more. So we'll see what we can find. Anyway, I think that'll work. Yeah, it's not much of a change, but I just moved the gate 16 feet this way, and then I'll have that a better panel going across to meet the fence over there. Then I can get rid of all that paneling down there, that bent up stuff. I need to put this post in and that post in. I may not finish it today though. Yeah, I think that'll work. Still on a slant though, ain't it? Oh, that's just the way it is. At least it won't be dragging on the ground. And I can eliminate this stuff here. I'll have a panel going across, a straight panel, over to there. From that post I'm going to put in over to there, and then reconnect this fence to there. It's 7:30 p.m. Sun goes down at 8, so I think I'm done for today. Another half hour or so, or less. Anyway, I got this much done. I still got to put that post in over there. Got the chain tied to the post. Oh, my hammer. Almost forgot my hammer. I think it's okay. I got some blocks there to hold the gate up. I'll leave them there for now, but I think eventually I'm going to have a 2x4 nail to there. Same thing over there. I'm going to have a 2x4 nail to that post after I set it. Only thing left to do is there's a panel there. I thought I'd get it done. I even had my post driver there and some wire, but I guess I'll wait. I said they're in here anyway. The cattle are in here. They can come in here, and I'll finish this tomorrow. Yeah. I may not take none of this stuff down. I might take a post out. I need that post over there, and then I need at least one more there, so I can get one of them. I need to bring some insulators anyway. freeway. That's all I can do today. I just have to carry that stuff back. If the cattle go through here, it won't hurt nothing. Sun's shining on the tops of the trees now. That tells you it's late. Okay, well, I got most of it done. Yeah. I got a post to put on over there. I'll bring some 2x4s and some. I got the nails and 2x4s in the truck, so they might be too long. I may have to. Well, it wouldn't hurt. I'll just drive them in. Yeah. At least I got it the way I want it. The gate part. Since I don't want to back all the way down, I want to open this gate, drive through, turn around, come down, and close the gate. Even though it doesn't have to be closed because they can go through here, I'm still going to close it. They might not realize that's open. But if they go through, it won't hurt nothing. Well, at least I got the gate moved. That was the hard part. I think it's wider. There's a ray of sunlight, so I'm going to see if I can catch it. Look at all those blooming, what do they call them? Jimson weeds. Yeah. In the olden days, or years past, I would always try to spray it multiple times. Last year I dissed it. That worked pretty good, so that's what I'm going to do again. There's the sun. I got a little beam of sunlight through here. Right here. Yeah. Okay. Let's head back to the house before the sun goes down. It doesn't appear that I made much of a change, but it was enough of a change for me to make it worthwhile. I want to eliminate all that bent up hawk panels there on the right. I'm going to move those logs with the net wrap on them, and I'm going to move them farther out. But I can't move them too far because there's a big ditch there where the yellow pole is. There's a ditch that starts there. I need to fill that in with something. But anyway, right now I'm just going to go out and close the gate, even though I don't have the fence finished yet. At least I got something done. I've got about 15 minutes before the sun goes down. Rags flying everywhere. Oh, there's a sunset. Oh, I saw it on top of the hill. I saw it, but now it's behind the trees. Where'd the cattle go? Where'd they go? I'm gonna see if I can find them before I go back. The gate's closed, so they didn't go out. Didn't go out the gate. They must be down in the bottom. I don't have to go look for them, but I want to see them. one last time before I go in. Guess I'll finish the fence work tomorrow. The gate's done. Oh, I can't go through. I gotta open the gate. They're probably up on top. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to go find them. I don't want to hit the fence. I thought they were down here, but I guess they're not. I must have ran over a pot of manure. I got a strong aroma. Okay. My back is. I need to pop my back. Can't turn it off. I think my fingers are too dry. Okay. I can't turn it off. Huh. Some of my fingers are too rough or too dry because only certain fingers work to turn the recording on and turn it off. Okay, gates are closed. There they are. I guess they were back there for there. I didn't go back for it because I didn't want to open that other gate. But they're down there eating. Okay. Take a look at this pasture. It's been over. Today's the 17th of May. I locked them out of here on May 1st, I think. Yeah, it's growing up pretty good. And I can see the weeds that I sprayed. There, a couple in here. And you can see the yellow ones over in there. Anyway, it's getting dark. I better go home. Well, 7:55 p.m. and I'm headed back to the house. I didn't actually do what I set out to do. I was going to dig the trenches out at the corral, but I changed my mind. Decided to work on the gate. Couldn't get it out of my mind. And I didn't have any concrete anyway, or cement, bagged cement. I'm not ready for cement anyway. The sun's already down, at least behind the trees anyway. Hey, Sunday, no mail. Yeah, tomorrow I'll work on that fence by the gate. Finish that job. Then I'll dig the ramps out of the corral. How far back can I go? I think that's pretty good. That's good enough. Sun's done. Oh, they're all here except the red bull. He must be somewhere. Oh, I'm tired. I found the red bull. He's underneath the tree in the water. I got something neat up here. I see the white bull over there. I fed him. Did I feed him corn this morning? Yeah, I think I did. I fed him corn this morning in the front of the trailer. So he's already trained. Yeah, he sees them out there eating and he wants to go too, but got to keep them isolated. So this guy here is not bothered when he tries to breed them. I don't know if these are bred or not. I know she was in heat once, maybe twice. Yeah. I haven't seen her. I don't think I've seen her in heat. She's a very old heifer, so she may never come into heat. Or if she comes into heat, she doesn't get bred for some reason. She never had a calf. She's just a little younger than that one. And I forget how many calves she's had, but that was her last one, I think. That's when I still had a hiding bull. That was back in 2019, I think. Or 18. I forget. Because my last bull died. My hiding bull, the last one I had, died and I didn't want to replace him. Okay, that's all. That's all for today then. A little sunset afterglow, but without clouds. It's not much color. That's all for today then. Still close to 80 degrees at 8 p.m. Oh, there's one of the kittens. Hi, kitten. Hey. He was starting to roam around, huh? Hey, one of them carpenter bees is buzzing in there. So I said I need to buy some more of those sticky things. I didn't think they were going to work, but they're working on this one. I don't know if they're attracted to it or not. I know that if they fly into it, they'll get stuck over that. Cattle are over by that pond on top. Oh, there's a kitten on my foot. She was on my foot. Good for her. That's the one I like. The one with the white feet. She's not afraid. She's the one that's not afraid of me too much. I hear them bees. I hear a bee stuck on that sticky trap. Okay, I smell honeysuckle. I don't know where. It's probably coming from those woods over there. I don't know. The nearest honeysuckle is over that way, in those woods. Okay, that's all for today. A couple more. They're starting to roll. There's that. I've been looking for that. Yeah, they're getting used to me a little bit. Where's the other one at? There it is. Good for you. I should have sprayed these weeds when I had the sprayer over here. The other two are in there. Okay, Mama. Show them how to hunt.